I got a message from my boss, Mumbai time, at 5 p.m., about 5 p.m., which would be about 2:30 Kenyan time, 2:30 p.m. Kenyan time, and sent me a message asking me, you know, how are you, how is the crew, and, you know, just, I know you guys have heard, so, you know, I was like, yeah, we've heard the news, it's really sad. And then the next thing we heard was, yeah, so you're the guys, since you're there in Mumbai, it's your scheduled flight, you're the guys executing this flight. I said, okay, here we go.
3 hours after the plane landed, it lifted off once more, this time with RAILA ODINGA'S body on board, under its belly, and with Captain Savi Maria and First Officer Moses Mwangi at the controls.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. With all that was going on, it was more sequence of events. This needs to be done, then that needs to be done, then this needs to be done. And by the time now we were settling in that we're about to close the doors, and I had to read out this tribute, I had a moment of where no words, I couldn't, there were no words coming out. And that's when, you know, you just think to yourself, oh wow, like, okay, it's time to get this done. Today, we acknowledge a significant loss felt across Kenya and Africa.
So probably a lot of anxiety, a lot of pressure. Of course, not letting that pressure affect the flight itself. We needed to bring this aircraft back safely to Nairobi, but knowing how important it was quite a lot of pressure, but we still did our job, what we've been trained for, to try and come back safely to Nairobi, and we are glad to see the impact it had as well on everyone.
The nearly 6-hour journey that followed was not only emotional, it was historic. Global flight tracker Flightradar24 reported that at one point, more than 58,000 users were tracking KQ203 live, with numbers never dropping below 10,000 throughout the flight, making it the most tracked flight in the world that week. And then history was made again when the aircraft's call sign changed from KQ203 to RAO001 upon entering Kenyan airspace.
There was that time now when you were joining the Kenyan airspace, and through the different social media handles of Kenya Airways, we learned that the call sign will be changed. Just for the record, we heard that famous female voice read RAO001. Was that you?
Yes, that was me.
Could you reenact how you did it for us, just in a nutshell?
We were approaching the Kenyan airspace, which has a waypoint, Mike Alpha Victor. So it was morning, so I did give a morning call, and I called Nairobi Control. Good morning, RAO001.
Nairobi Control, good morning, RAO001.
We're now in the Kenyan airspace. The captain called me and gave me a piece of paper. He told me, read this to the passengers. The message clearly said that the flight number has changed from KQ203 to RAO001. RAO001. This is the first time a call sign has been changed in my entire aviation career, mid-flight.
How significant was it? Someone would just say it was only 3 letters, 3 numbers. How big a deal is it?
No, it's not letters and numbers. It is somebody's essence in which we are trying to show in the airspace. It's like a guard of honor salute.
Some of the crew had met RAILA in person and even flown him before. Others only knew him through his story, but they all agree that his legacy will endure.
I think he was the image of unity, dignity, just bringing people together, and just patriotism.
His legacy would be
him just fighting for the rights for us as Kenyan citizens. We will never forget that. He will truly remain in our hearts as a legend. Yeah.
Following that historic flight, Captain Savi Maria became an overnight sensation, her name trending across the country. But she quickly cautions against the growing online frenzy.
No, I'd like it known that I have no social media handles. The only social media that is presented out there is done by KQ Media and Comms.
A flight that began as routine became a moment of history, a homecoming that united a nation, and a journey that those on board will never forget.
Delta Tower, good morning, RAO001, final runway 06.
A very good morning to you, RAO001, runway 06, wind is 030 at 05 knots, clear to land.
Clear to land, RAO001.
Shine daily on the mountain top. I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I made a stop, but I'm sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many years.